Sagittarius, I'm Nisha. To know more about my work, you may visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com. For those of you who are seeking deeper clarity, be it in your love lives or your career, for a personal consultation, you may write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. Sagittarians, it's an interesting month. The key message of this month is surrender. It's to accept, it's to let go, and it's to embrace things that we can't change. We already have Mars, which is retrograde, and it carries on being so till about end of August. And we also have Mercury, that is retrograde till about 20th of August. So not a great time to be buying, leasing, selling. Not a great time to be getting into detailed negotiations. Not a great time to be doing a lot of detailed paperwork. Also not a great time to be planning some really intricate travel and rather booking it as of now. Wait till the retrograde gets over and then you'll have more information and more clarity. It's also not a great time to be investing in heavy ticket items, especially electronics. Do remember to take your backup of computers, of mobile phones. Be extremely careful of the WhatsApp messages that are being forwarded and the emails that are going out. Do keep in mind as to whether you're doing a send all before sending it to whom the recipients are. Sagittarians, we have Venus on the 7th and she is moving into your house of friendships, and this is a lovely placement for Venus to be. It speaks about meeting, connecting with people who are your kind of people. It's your tribe, like-minded people, people who share similar passions, similar goals. They are people who are happy to share knowledge. They are happy to grow with you. It's also a very, very supportive energy as far as networking is concerned. It's a great time to be going out, meeting people, hanging around with maybe newfound friends or people that you may have connected with. It's also a good time to be joining those online forums and participating and being in group discussions and putting your point of view out there. Though, of course, I would say that with a big dose of caution. Twitter being something, say something and then it's like all over the place. So, of course, do exert your personal caution over there. On the 11th, we have a solar eclipse. And do remember, Sagittarians, that the eclipse energy lasts for the next 6 months. It's not as if that the moment the eclipse is over, the energy ceases to matter. For the next 6 months, the eclipse energy tends to keep affecting you. And because this is there in your house of expansion of the mind, it's there in deepening your spirituality, learning something more. So there are wonderful new opportunities. Maybe some of you could take to esoteric subjects. It's a wonderful time to be learning tarot, astrology, Reiki, any healing study or anything that could really enhance your spiritual being. It's also a wonderful time to travel, lovely times. For those of you who've been thinking about a travel, it's a great time. Yes, we do have Mercury retrograde, but try and ensure that you are doing all the homework during this time, that you are doing a lot of research on the places that you're going and the places that you can visit over there. On the 13th, we have Mars that is rolling back further into Capricorn. Now, Mars is already retrograde and it is further, it's retreating further, it's going further back and it's moving into your house of earned income. And this is the income, this is the money that you earn. It is not it's not an inheritance, but it has to do with a job, something that comes to you through your own hard work. And this house also is very, very closely related with your own self-worth. And Mars over here, it is because it's retrograde, it's asking you to reevaluate as to how it is that you spend your money, or re-look at your finances, reevaluate, see as to how the money is split up. Are you using it wisely? Maybe you're hoarding it too much, maybe not. Maybe you're not saving at all. Maybe some investments are absolutely dead and they need to be pulled out and they need to be reinvested, they need to be liquidated at this point of time. It's also a wonderful time to be focusing on money matters. It's a great time to be seeing as to how it is more that you can generate money for yourself. Maybe for some of you who are freelancing or are doing a particular project, it's a good time to be getting into multiple projects, pitch more, see as to how it is that you can generate that extra money for yourself. On the 20th, hallelujah, we have Mercury and it goes direct. So great time to everything that has been stalling regarding travel plans. It's a great time for negotiations, signing new contracts, getting into those details, nitty-gritty paperwork that you may have been avoiding, stalling, or it may just generally be, have got stalled because of no reason at all. And this is also the time where you can go ahead and invest in electronics. On 24th, we have Sun, and that moves into your house of career, reputation, how it is that you want the world to perceive you. And it's a great time for accolades. During this time, you can expect that your work gets recognized, or maybe a new project comes your way. It's also a good time to be having a look at your life purpose, Sagittarians. It's a good time to be seeing as to where is it that you want your work to go? What is the direction? What is the overall large purpose of your work? Yes, it is great to be running around in a day-to-day scenario, trying to pay our bills and doing a bit. But this is a time where you really need to be sitting and taking stock of what is it that you want your work to be not just giving you, but the larger purpose, the value that you're bringing to others' lives, to the society at large, how it is that you affect others' lives, how it is that you're making things better on a larger platform. On the 26th, we are closing the month with a full moon lunar eclipse, which is there in your house of home. This is also the house of mother. It's a very emotional time, as normally lunar eclipses are, and it seems that something is coming to fruition over here. It can be that either some renovation, some living in scenario gets changed. Maybe your parents are moving in with you, maybe you have moved in with your parents, maybe your parents require more care during this time, and you could be becoming more aware of how vulnerable they are and they need you during this time. So it's also a time of acceptance, it's a time of understanding and realization and knowing that this is your responsibility, or this is a time that you need to be taking decision as to how it is that you need to be moving ahead. And this lunar eclipse is joining Neptune, so it speaks about a lot of idealism. It could be that some of you are maybe thinking of an ideal situation that it could be, or maybe you're not being very realistic about a certain situation. But whatever it is, Sagittarians, Neptune speaks about intuition. It speaks about really listening to your own inner voice, listening to yourself and then taking a decision. Some of you could be literally be moving homes. You could be shifting your houses, and you could be maybe moving into a larger house so that everybody is more comfortable. Some of you could be leaving cities or the country. But there can be some changes that you can expect at home, and whatever that changes may be, do listen to your intuition during this time. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Sagittarians. I'll see you again soon, and thank you so much for